are leaving the Royal Tahitian. It's been a nice little home for the past 3 days, but now I will not miss the roosters. Now we are off to the ferry and we are going to catch it to Moorea. We are at the spot to catch the ferry. Now we just have to figure out which one to take. We went with the company Terevau because it just worked out better for the timing. It said it's supposed to leave at 10:15, but it's 10:30, so we're confused, but we're going with it. So I think we're about to get on that massive ship right there.
Taking our luggage away. The ship is huge. There's so many different rooms. We're trying to pick the correct one.
Okay, this ferry is huge. There's like 3 different sitting rooms. There's like a whole place where you can buy food and drinks. And then we're just sitting out on the sun deck because we want to soak up the views while we can. But it is so nice in here.
Just discovered this, but there's an upper deck above us. We thought we were gonna have to wait until 11:30 to catch the next ferry. But we got on a different boat than we had found online. And so now we don't know how long it's gonna take. I think like most ferries take between 30 minutes to 40 minutes, but we might have gotten on a faster boat than we were trying to.
And we're going all the way to Moorea, which is right over there.
And I'm just gonna go explore because I don't know if we're gonna leave for a little bit, so might as well check out the ship. There's a bunch of seating. They're like fully stocked with like a reading area. There's like showers somewhere over here. There's the showers. Bathrooms, of course. The restaurant back here looks like they serve like so many options. They have a bunch of drinks, and then there's like sandwiches and other like island dishes, I think. This is the kids' playground. It's a tiny little area. They even have a hospital here in case you have an injury.
All right, so we ended up on Terevau, but there's also another ferry called Aremiti, and this one really just worked out better with the time that we got here. But Aremiti is like $3.50 in US dollars more per person than this one is, so it kind of worked out that we just got the cheaper one. And these ferries all stem from Tahiti, but they go to Moorea and then a few other islands. They don't go to Bora Bora though. You do have to fly from Tahiti to Bora Bora.
When I was paying for the ferry, I tried to pay with my American Express credit card, and they said that they could only accept it if there was a minimum of like 5,000 XPF in their currency, which is about like $50 US. And so we were not going to spend $50 to use this ferry, and so we had to use the Visa card because they have a minimum of 500, which is about $5 US. So it's pretty interesting that, you know, different places around Tahiti will have different requirements about which cards they accept.
We just heard the engine start. It is now raining, but we thought we barely made it onto the 10:15. It's now like 11:05 and we're just leaving, so I'm not totally sure what the timing is, but we definitely did not just make it. So probably still get here on time, but also if you're a little bit late, it's probably not a huge deal. It's also not a big deal because there's ferries every like 2 hours, so. We're finally moving! And it looks like it's pouring back there deep in the mountains.
But
woo! Woo, woo, woo!
over by Moorea, it doesn't look like it's raining too bad, so maybe we're gonna get away from the rain. We're starting out pretty slow. We probably won't be able to pick up speed until we get into the open water.
We are saying goodbye to Tahiti for the next week or so, and then we will be back for one night. This island has treated us so well. I just keep telling Jacob, I feel so fortunate that we even got to see those things and experience the things that we got to while we were here. It is truly so magical, and I just really feel like God outdid himself when he made French Polynesia. That is some serious power.
So I looked at the menu for the restaurant, and it looks like a lot of the items are cheaper than we could get anywhere else in Tahiti and probably Moorea. So might as well fill up on this food while we can.
So I don't really get seasick. Like yesterday when we were snorkeling on that little boat, I had no issues, but for some reason, this big boat is making me super seasick.
When I was ordering that food, there was a little bit of a language barrier. I asked for like 2 sandwiches and they said, oh no, we only have refrigerated sodas. And I was like, what? But then we eventually figured it out. So now we're getting 2 croquet mensurs. I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but apparently it's supposed to be really popular in France.
We are approaching Moorea and it looks absolutely beautiful. Time to get our food. We got our croquet mensurs and they're very thin. Let's see if they're good. Yeah, just tastes like a hot ham and cheese sandwich. But it's good. We just pulled up to Moorea. It is breathtaking. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful.
This is the view we've been staring at for the past like 3 or 4 days, and now we actually get to see it up close. It's amazing. There are just so many trees on this side of this hill, and it looks like on the entire island.
This is so beautiful.
The views in Tahiti were absolutely amazing, and I'll never say anything bad about them, but the views in Moorea, at least what I can see right now, are just so much better. Like, it's just amazing how many trees there are and how green it is. But also, I really hope there's taxis down there to take us to our hotel, because we did not arrange anything beforehand. So we're just hoping we can get off and then get right on a taxi over there. We're parking our ship, and it looks like the other ferry was right behind us the whole time. This one was probably the one that we were going to take. So I'm actually kind of glad that we got on the slow ferry, because it just gave us more time to enjoy the scenery and get some food. But yeah, it was just weird because we thought we were gonna get on that one, but this was perfectly fine.
You can also bring your cars on this ferry, which on the fast ferry I believe you can't, but on this ferry that we ended up on, you can.
There they go. I guess we're going the right way, I don't know.
It says no exit, but update, that was not the right way. We are lost. We don't know how to get off. So you take the elevator out.
Maybe. We hope.
So our luggage was at the bottom of the ship. It was already off the ship, and then we ran to get it because we were late, because we were lost. And now Jacob is searching for a taxi for us. So the taxi situation was a little confusing, but we finally got one. They only had taxis at Aremiti, not Terevau. Maybe because there's not a lot of tourists right now, I'm not totally sure. So we had to walk over to the other station to get a taxi, but we finally got one, and now we just arrived at our hotel.